I know it's nighttime right now, you guys, but I decided to make a Snowflake Mario eel care guide video. When it comes to feeding these guys, you're really just gonna have to give them any meaty food that will fit into their mouth. I personally feed this guy whenever he looks hungry, so he doesn't eat any of my fish. Whenever he gets active, I start feeding him. He usually takes the food, and I think I've been successful so far. I've only had him in here for like 2 weeks, or maybe less, but doing good so far. Paid $30 for this guy, and then the other day I went to my local fish store and they were willing to give me one for free. Man, I love my local fish store. They're so awesome. They always give me stuff. That's why it's good to get to know people at your fish store. I go there for like 2 hours 3 times a week. Pretty crazy, but anyway, I feed him squid on the weekends, krill any day during the week. I kind of switch off between krill and I cut the heads off silver sides and feed it to him. Then I cut off the heads off silver sides and then cut them in half so he doesn't really know it's a fish. Because I don't want to be looking at the fish and then saying, hey, that looks kind of like the food I eat every weekend, all the time. So yeah, try and make it look as much not like a fish as possible. And you're gonna want to really keep inverts that have shells or urchins. You never want to. You can't have like pom-pom crabs or anything with these guys. They'll just rip them apart. But he hasn't even looked at the fish. I mean, when I'm feeding him, sometimes he'll smell the anemones in the fish, but he won't bite them or anything. So that's good. He's over on this side now. Before you buy, do tons of research on these guys, because if you don't, you're gonna find out you're making a big mistake. Heck, I don't even know if I've made a mistake or not. But this guy has been in a fry tank for a year, so I trust him. I definitely do. Yeah, if you guys want to know about that story, go back to my video of Frank the Snowflake Mario eel. I changed his name from Frank to Kappa. When you're acclimating these guys, make sure you're very careful when handling them, because mine bit me in the elbow. Luckily it didn't draw any blood, but it hurt pretty bad. He was pinching me really hard and left a couple marks. Yeah. What else is there? If you want to keep a lot of them together in a tank, you're gonna want to have a burrow area for every single one of them. Even though what usually happens is they'll all end up using the same burrow. Get out of my room. And in my 75, I'm gonna have an underground PVC system just for this guy. And yeah, his name is Kappa. I think I already said that. You're going to have a really soft substrate for these guys, so that way they can burrow. I'll make a mess at first, but after that they'll be good. Feed them whenever they get active, like I said earlier. That's the biggest rule. Keep them lazy. Unless it's a fowler, then you should be okay. Don't spoil them. And when you're feeding them frozen foods, don't shake the food around and make it look like it's alive, because otherwise they might go for fish. And you want a secure lid. I don't have one yet, but hopefully he doesn't try anything. And if you do find yours on the floor and it's not moving, study it for a little while, make sure it's not moving, it's like completely dead. But if it's, because like these guys can survive out of water. I've heard stories where like they've been on the floor for like 5 hours, and then they just pick them up, throw them back in their tank, and they like come back to life. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, they're like the most reef-safe eel, so that's good. I'm trying to think what else there is. Basically, you guys just research. That's all it takes. Tomorrow I think I'm going to be doing a care guide on the target mandarins, like keeping them in pairs and breeding them and stuff, because I'm pretty good. I got a handle of it now, and I'm doing pretty good so far. And if you guys have a lot of small fish in your tank, as long as you have like a lot of hermit crabs and stuff too, you should be okay, because they'll usually go for the hermit crabs and stuff before they go for fish. And if you see them going for hermit crabs, definitely feed them. I'm not saying keep these guys with small fish. I see people on YouTube feeding them like dried seaweed. Don't do that. That's just stupid. No need to do that. Feed them meats. And soak all their food in either Selcon or garlic. I do both. And yeah. Wish he was more active. But I fed him like 3 times before the lights went out. Maybe. I think he's back here right now. No, I don't know where he is. Huh. But, yeah, that's my care guide, guys. Check out my other videos, and thanks for watching.